Hi everybody, welcome back to my weekly Rage Fix. This week's Parsha is Parshas Vayaira. Again, we are introduced to Avram and Sarah having to move on from where they were, and they went down to Avimelech, the king, and again they encounter a similar encounter as they had with Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, who tried to take Sarah. The same thing happened with the servants of Avimelech. The second they saw Sarah, they said, "She's so gorgeous, she's only befitting the king." And Abraham had to ask Sarah to please say that he was her brother in order that he shouldn't get killed, in order that Sarah could then be taken by Avimelech. So the question I want to share with you is, as the story progresses, we see that Hashem came to Avimelech and warned him, do not touch her because she is the wife of Avram, and he is a prophet and he will pray for you. And Avimelech says back in his defense, hey, what did I do wrong? I didn't know. I specifically asked him who he was to her, and he told me that he was her brother. So will you destroy somebody wicked? So Hashem's reply to him was that he wasn't as innocent as he would think. I know you didn't do anything, but because you didn't do anything, Abraham will pray for you. But nevertheless, he was still not completely absolved. What had he done wrong? So the Talmud teaches us that Hashem still got angry at Avimelech because misplaced intentions on Avimelech's part. And that is, like the Talmud says, when somebody comes to your city, do you ask him if he needs food or drink? Or do you ask him about his wife? Who is that? Is that your wife or is that your sister? Because all you're really thinking about is yourself. And something that's completely backwards to the first idea of hospitality, which is first making sure the person is comfortable, giving them something to eat or drink. There's no such thing as an excuse by saying, I didn't know. And our sages say from here we see that a Gentile even is held blameworthy because he could have learned and he didn't. A great responsibility that we all have. It's not enough to say, hey, I thought. It's not good enough to think. You have to learn, and we have to learn character traits before Torah. And our sages teach us Derech Eretz Kodma LaTorah, which means that before anybody can acquire Torah, you first have to have good character. No matter who they are, whether they're Jewish, whether they're not Jewish, to Hashem it doesn't matter. Everybody has to have good character. Good intentions isn't always good enough. You thought that she was Abraham's sister, but you had to ask and you had to make sure. And even more than that, you first had to make sure that Abraham was settled in and first take care of the basics, and then you go to the second level. Nobody can ever say, hey, I thought she was okay for me to take, because you have to learn character. The proper character is to first worry about your guests and not you. So likewise with ourselves, we can't sit there and go, hey, I didn't know. That's not good enough. That's not an excuse. Ignorance is not bliss. Have a great week. Have a great Shabbos, rather. And I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.